Gelifant, if I'm pronouncing that right, asks, interested to hear your opinion on social capital, trading knowledge or skills for non-revenue rewards, and its relationship to a small biz trend I'm seeing, which is a search for more joy as a reward versus money. I'm a big fan of giving back through teaching. Things like what we're doing here right now. Sharing ideas, sharing advice, sharing my experiences, and all I really have are my experiences. So my experiences are not your experiences necessarily, and yours aren't mine, and I'm only an expert on what I know and what I've experienced. But I want to share those things because I think they can benefit other people. Just like I love listening to other people talk about their own businesses and their ideas because there's something I can learn from them. So I'm a very big fan of that sort of, if you want to call it social capital exchange. I love that idea. As far as joy versus money, I think that's a personal preference, of course. I think that you have to find joy in what you do. The money is great as well if you can make it, but if you make a lot of money and you're not happy doing the work, or you don't feel like the work you're doing is good, I think the money part is a very shallow existence ultimately. So you have to do that. But I don't think that it's one or the other. I don't buy this thing that if you want to do good and you want to share and all that, that you're sacrificing profits or you're sacrificing revenue opportunities. I think you can give back a ton and make at the same time. I've heard from some people that they think that if you're going to be happy and give back, that means you're sacrificing some of your income. I just don't think that's the case at all. I think you can do both. Software startup question. Banderdash, I believe, sorry if I'm getting that wrong, asks, if you don't have a developer partner who can put in hours for equity early, do you still believe financing from the start destined to fail 9 times out of 10? I'm not sure I totally understand the question, but let me give a shot. I didn't have when we started 37 Signals. David, who's my current business partner, who's a programmer, wasn't one of my partners. It was just me at the time when we did the software thing. Originally, I started the company with two other designers. They left in the early 2000s, and then it was me running the business for about 3 years or 2 or 3 years on my own for a while. And I didn't have programming skills, and we didn't have any programming skills in-house. So we ended up hiring David, who we found. David found us, but I'm not going to go through that story. But anyway, we hired David. 10 hours a week is all he had because he was a student at the time. And we built a project together, built a product together, which happened to end up being Basecamp. He didn't ask for equity. He didn't demand equity. He just wanted to get paid for some hours. And that's what we did. And eventually we realized that David was a great part of our success, and we should make him a partner in the business, and that's how that whole thing happened. But I don't believe that up front you have to be giving away equity to people who can help you. I think you can hire people and just pay them a salary and pay them a nice salary and be fair and everything, but you don't have to give away equity. I know, especially on the West Coast of the United States, a lot of people are obsessed with equity, giving away tons of equity in their company, not even tons, but 5% here, 10% there, 15% there, for people to help them build a product. I think from the people I've talked to, most people regret that decision down the road. Because if their company is successful, they now have a bunch of people who own a little piece, which really reduces the amount of things they can do with the remaining equity. And I think you're better off just finding people who want to do great work and are happy to be paid nicely for that work. And then, if you fit well with the people and things are going well, then maybe there's an opportunity to make someone a partner or give them a piece or whatever. But I don't think you need to do that up front at all.